Well, if part of your resolution for 2013 and 2023, that's the year, if 2023 involves learning a new skill for you or getting out of your comfort zone, trying something different, we've got just the thing. Tyler Prescott is here, Alchemy Comedy's executive producer, talking about Improv 101. Welcome, glad you're here.
Thank you for having me.
This is a neat opportunity. Improv 101 is a 6-week introduction to improvising a comedy scene. People don't need any theater or any comedy experience to do this. What happens during Improv 101?
Yeah, so a lot of people come to Improv 101 because their resolution is, hey, I either want to learn how to be funny or I just want to learn how to do public speaking.
Just learn how to not be terrified.
Yeah, surprisingly, improv and public speaking is America's #1 fear, right? It's over spiders, it's over death.
Yeah.
It's standing up
Over
in front
death.
over death.
I believe it.
More people would say they'd rather die than stand up in front of a crowd and say words.
A lot of people, I can relate, I can imagine.
Yeah.
And we saw the pictures of people on stage. So during the class, you kind of ease them into some of these concepts.
We ease you into that. We start really, really slow to say, there's really no way that you can fail. There's an audience that's going to be here at the end of your 6 weeks that's so supportive. They just want to hear you make up silly things on stage.
And that's the thing. This is a supportive community. There's no tomatoes being thrown at all. The
No
class
tomatoes.
focuses on the fundamentals, agreement, character, boldness. What can we do on this set right here to kind of practice improvising a scene and learning what that's about?
Absolutely. So one of the things that we do right in our first week of improv is we say, the thing that you need to know is you need to know how to agree with each other.
Yes,
and then how
and.
to add something. Yes, and. We call it yes, and. What that means is just to say, you can't deny the thing that I'm giving you, but you can add something to it.
Okay.
So we're going to run a little exercise here to kind of teach you what yes and means. That is just to say, what we do in our Improv 101 class is we get a suggestion of any word at all. I'll ask you to just pick a random word.
Ask Sam.
I'll ask Sam here. Give me any word at all.
Sausages.
Sausages. And then I'm going to say something, and all I need you to do is reply with the words yes and then add something to it. A really easy trap to fall into is to say yes, but something,
No.
something, something.
That's not agreeable.
That's not agreeable, right? So I'll say like, I love the sausages that you cooked for me. Thank you so much.
Yes, and you are really going to love the giant leg of lamb that follows. I hope that you don't get full at all because it's bigger than the table.
Yes, and I love eating leg of lamb. I'm stoked that you made this for Christmas dinner.
Yes, and it's not actually in the oven yet, so we're going to sit and read some books. I hope you're excited for that.
Yes, I'm so excited to read books because we bought really special books for Christmas to talk about Christmas.
Yes, and you could go about this all day, and really,
Yeah.
that's what's kind of neat. Nobody's in charge of steering the ship. It's more of jerking the wheel back and forth, whoever's got it.
The one thing I love about improv is it's so collaborative. To say, I didn't sit in a chair over there and pre-plan that we would talk about Christmas leg of lamb. That just happened between the two of us
It just worked.
right now.
Or did.
And as we skill up in the levels of improv, we can lose some of those, like the clunkiness of saying yes and along the way and just build something.
Yep.
But those are the building blocks of improv, is just to
That's
agree
neat.
with each other.
Well, and I'm sure over the years you've brought so many people through this program, and you watch them maybe come out of their shell a little bit. Talk to us about the skills that develop when somebody, they can go all the way up to maybe performing with your company, or they
Yeah.
can just feel more comfortable speaking.
Absolutely. So I'll share a little bit about my story. I started doing improv 12 years ago, and I was terrified of public speaking.
Yeah?
I just said, the two things that I want to do is I want to be a little bit more comfortable speaking in public, and I want to make some friends. And that was 12 years ago. And here I am now, the executive producer of Alchemy Comedy Theatre, because those skills translate so well to saying, hey, I just want to be comfortable on stage and hang out with my friends.
And you ended up taking it all the way. You've come a long way because you love it. And a lot of people, this is a real passionate community, real supportive. And you've got another series of Improv 101 classes beginning February 27th. So anybody who wants to get on board there, the classes are taught at your training center, 400 Burney Street, not at the theater. Enrollment's online at Alchemy Comedy's website or 256-1467. As for shows too, you've always got something coming up, right? What's next?
Yeah, so we actually just launched a new show. It's stand stand-up meets improv. It runs every Saturday night, and it's improvised stand-up the whole show.
Very cool. And tonight's Local Legends, is that still on 7:30? Is happening on the main stage. Comedy Review starts at 9 o'clock. That's the second show. Saturday, Improv All Stars at 7:30, and then 9 o'clock is Stand Up Meets Improv, that combination comedy show. Tyler, thanks for the fun, and we appreciate it. We hope to have you back soon.
Thanks so much for having me.